Welcome to the only daily podcast focusing on compliance news of the day. Each morning, start your day with a cup of coffee and Tom Fox, the voice of compliance, to hear about 4 of the top compliance, corruption, or leadership stories you will need to start your day. The Daily Compliance News is a production of the Compliance Podcast Network.
First, a word from our sponsor. The Daily Compliance News for July 25, 2023, the Ted Cruz Be Damned edition. We're going to hold that story till the end. And we begin with a story of, I would say redemption, but unfortunately one we see pretty often, which is someone violates the law, they go to jail, they come out of jail, and they say, guess what? Be compliant. Well, we have yet another one of those people, as Charlie Shrem, a co-founder of the defunct BitInstant, one of the first Bitcoin millionaires and one of the first to do time for crypto violations, is now preaching get compliance. He says he is mining his experience and urging the latest generation of crypto companies to erect guardrails around corporate misconduct. He says there's a whole bunch of people out there wrestling with crypto compliance, trying to figure it out. And that's where he comes in to help people get their ducks in a row. Does that sound like someone you've heard of? Well, if you're from Houston, you certainly have. Can you say Enron? Next up, also from the Wall Street Journal, in an interesting twist on compliance, in its newest anti-corruption campaign, Chinese leader Xi Jinping is ordering his enforcers to dig up dirt, this time in the ground. The Communist Party's top disciplinary body, after punishing graft in the military, domestic security organs, and financial sector, is now hunting officials, merchants, farmers it suspects of harvesting illegal profits from trade in grains and seeds. The body is one of the busiest and most powerful agencies in China. Tasked with being more forceful in safeguarding the nation's seed security, authorities have investigated dozens of cases involving seed-related corruption. So, Chinese are at it again. This time it's around seeds. Next up, the University of Michigan Law School has banned people applying for admission from using ChatGPT on their essays. Law explicitly banned the use of the tool on applications and now requires applications to certify that those tools have not been used in the application drafting process first. So no ChatGPT for Law. And our final story comes to us from the New York Times. So proving that simply because you wear pink does not mean you're a communist, as alleged by Ted Cruz. The movie Barbie led the way with a #1 rating in movie sales over the weekend, with $155 million in tickets sold. So, Ted, don't attack Barbie, you idiot. The Daily Compliance News is a production of the Compliance Podcast Network and a proud member of C-Suite Radio. Thanks so much for listening. I hope you'll join me again tomorrow.